Hamid Saab,
Okay.
it is so good to see you in person after so many years. What I find it so beautiful about you that you have this mind, which is not only you are have a good expertise on Central Asia, but your mind, your inquirious mind, is also searching for something new, and you are preparing a book. You're working on it on the cultural commonalities of India and Central Asia. Would you please open more about this? You discovered something recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. See, I'm very happy to be here, and the kind of opportunities you're giving me, there is something tremendous for me. Like cultural communities is something like even in your recent videos, I've talked about that. Okay, when you give opportunities to visit a scholar, a teacher, in export from for area studies, that is something which is going to bring something very important out of this research. Like this is something which has happened to me, and I have found those commonalities, especially about the northern part of India, that is called Kashmir and Central Asia. And especially I have mentioned in my talk about the Chasu market. Chasu market is in Tashkent.
Charsu.
Charsu.
Mhm.
Charsu is basically four, and Su is four basically.
Water.
Peher. Su. Yeah.
Water.
Charsu market. I have found like the kind of utensils they were using, the kind of culture they were having, the kind of food habit they were having, kind of things which are very prominent there. And these are the things which are prominent in northern part of India, that is called Kashmir as well. So this I could find only because of the transference program, which I have personally enjoyed being in Uzbekistan. Like this world is very dynamic, and when it comes to international relation is something which fascinates everybody. International relations is something which has very multiple dimensions.
Right.
So and culture is something which is very important part of international relations. And uh, when it comes to culture is something which fascinates everybody, and culture is something which is very very important part of international relation. When we call about cultural exchanges, when we call about expert exchanges, when we call about the the expert exchange, when we call about research exchange, when we call about teacher exchange, what we call about, so this is something which means exchanging somebody who is from one culture to another culture, and they will be comparing, and they will be finding something which is similar to different cultures, and they will be finding something which is very important, which is something very common to both the cultures, and that will become the part of international relation.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to international relation, I always give example to my students that international relation is that every action, every moves represent something very dynamic. Like two dignitaries from two nations, two states are coming together and they're shaking their hand, that will represent one dynamics. Two representative from two states, they're coming together and they're shaking their hands, and they're passing a smile, that will represent another dynamics. They're coming together, they are shaking their hands, they're passing a smile, and they're giving a hug to each other, that will represent another dynamics. So every move in international relation represent a different dynamics. So when it comes to culture, so definitely when it comes to a researcher, the researcher mind is always open. Wherever they will go, they will start finding which is very important, which is very peculiar to their research area. So similarly, when I have visited to Central Asian states, when I have visited to Russia, I found the commonalities between the culture we are having here in India and culture we are having in Russia and Central Asia.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Another question. Who are Kashmiris?
Basically, Kashmiris are uh, Kashmiris are basically Kashabreshi was a saint who has it was a land of water who has created this land, and after that, this Kashmiris are having this Persian culture.
Mhm.
If we see the Kashmiri language have borrowed uh, vocabulary from Turkish and borrowed language from Persian, and in different in different papers I have mentioned that different vocabulary words like ab is taken from Persian. Similar different things like
Water.
ab means water. Different vocabulary words has been taken from Persian and Turkish, and like Kashyap Rishi was the person who has created the city of Srinagar, and after that, these people have exchanged their culture, exchanged their ideas, and exchanged their political ideology,
Mm-hmm.
and these are the people who have basically established themselves around the water body that is called Dal Lake.
Kashmiri Pandits, Kashmiri Hindu, and Kashmiri Muslims, are they the same people? What are their commonalities and what are their differences? Do they speak the same language?
Yeah, they do speak the same language, which is called Kashmiri, because if you say Kashmiri Pandit do speak Kashmiri language. The Kashmiri Pandit do have the celebration like Kashmiri Muslims. Kashmiri Pandit do have the celebrations in their marriages like the Muslim have. Like Kashmiri Pandits, like your friend Mandira Datta
Mm-hmm.
and her husband uh,
Bhupender Zutsi.
Bhupender Zutsi. He is a Kashmiri Pandit, and you must be remembering that he was saying that he has given Vazwan when his son was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And Kashmiri Vazwan is something which is something very much famous about Kashmiri Muslims and
What is that?
Kashmiris.
What is that?
So Kashmiri Vazwan is basically something. It's a set of dishes which is only made in Kashmir.
Mm-hmm.
And Bhupender Joshi, you must be remembering that he was very proud about telling that he has served Kashmiri Vazwan to his guest on his son's wedding. This is Kashmiri Vazwan is something like we Kashmiris serve to the guest when it is wedding. It is set up basically around. This is around of 100 kind of dishes which is served on the people sitting in the marriage ceremony, and they are being served on the dastarkhan.
Mm-hmm.
And similarly, everybody who's from Kashmir, he's proud of being Kashmiri. He's being proud of Kashmiri culture.
You know that I attended that very wedding.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
From the beginning to the starting from the wedding, which took part in Iran, because Anish married Tahir, and Tahir is an Iranian girl,
Yeah,
Turk girl from Iran.
No, yeah.
And then I came to Delhi to attend the continuation of their marriage ceremonies.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. He was explaining when I went to his place with you.
Mm-hmm.
He was explaining about that. So Kashmiri Vazwan and Kashmiri Muslim and Kashmiri Pandit, I don't find any kind of difference between them. Only the difference between them is the kind of belief they have. Like Muslims believe in Khuda, Muhammad, Quran,
Mm-hmm.
and whereas Hindu believe in the Gita and Upanishads and other religious texts which are in Hinduism.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the culture is something that is like weather. Okay, like if you are living in the same place, if you are living in the same vicinity, then definitely you will get impacted by the culture. So I have never found any kind of differences between the Hindu Kashmiri Pandits and Kashmiri Muslims.
Only
They have
ceremonies of belief, yeah? Might be.
only the differences belief they're having. Otherwise, their marriages, their culture, their uh, other things, they're the same. They're the same. Yeah.
Do you know anything about like the differences and commonalities between Kashmiris in India and Kashmiris in Pakistan?
Yeah, Kashmir is in Pakistan.
Like, because we don't know, our students do not know this, huh?
Mm. Like Kashmir in Pakistan, which is called Kashmir occupied, Pakistan occupied Kashmir.
Azad Kashmir.
We don't
No?
see it as Azad Kashmir because it is the Kashmir which has been occupied with the Kashmir, Pakistan.
Uh-huh.
We don't say it Azad Kashmir because how can it be Azad?
Of course, you are an Indian citizen,
I'm an Indian. I'm proud Indian.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
how can you say it's an Azad Kashmir? It is not Azad. In fact, it is an occupied Kashmir. Azad Kashmir is the Kashmir which is with India, which I'm because I'm proud I'm a proud Indian.
Uh-huh.
So
And I'm proud that you're a proud Indian. But my Pakistani friends who are proud Pakistanis will not say the same, but you have your right to say this.
I have because these are very like those people who are very they are very biased when it comes to Kashmir.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No. Let's make it very clear. I'm not asking about political matters. Just I'm asking about the cultural matters. Let's talk about culture. Let's not talk about
even in cultures like
Is there differences,
across
yeah?
the border, if I'll see across the border, like culture doesn't get differentiated by the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Culture extended beyond boundaries.
So can you tell me that Kashmiris which live in India are same Kashmiris that live in Pakistan?
Yeah, I have not been to that part of Kashmir, but
Mm-hmm.
the kind of information I'm getting through social media, the kind of information I'm getting through YouTube and other media sources, they are the people like us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like in Kashmir different part, like in Punch, and other part they speak Pahari, and other part of Kashmir, like in other part of the Kashmir, like which we call the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, they also speaking Pahari because Pahari is my mother tongue.
Your mother tongue, Bahari.
Yeah, Pahari. They speak Pahari as well.
Mm-hmm.
Gujranwala is a part which speak Pahari, and other part of Pakistan which speak Pahari, and like they are seen to be in very disadvantaged position when it comes to Pakistan, because India is some country which can provide you anything. When it comes to Pakistan is a very kind of state which is in very disadvantageous position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who can like you? We can say that is an Azad Kashmir. That is not an Azad Kashmir. That is something which is a part
But
of
the names
Kashmir
are beautiful. Come on.
That is never a beautiful name. Okay, I won't say it's it's beautiful. It's not a beautiful. Even if it's an incorrect name which is given to that part of Kashmir.
Okay.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
very incorrect.
okay. If, like, supposedly, if I happen to be in Pakistan and then I wanted to travel to Kashmir, I need a special permission to travel there.
Yeah.
If I will come to India, this time I didn't travel, I never traveled toward this place. Do I need a special permission as a foreign citizen?
Yeah, because that is under the Pakistan occupation, so you
No. That one, which is under Pakistan, I know that I need a permission. But okay, I have an Indian visa. I came to India, and I want to travel to Jammu and Kashmir. Do I need a special permission for that, or I
if
just
you want to, because I'm a Jammu Kashmir native, if you want to travel to Jammu and Kashmir, no visa is another visa is required, because that's the integral part of Jammu and India.
Uh-huh.
So Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India, so you don't need an other visa.
Uh-huh.
So the visa which is required for India, that will work for you. You can visit any part of India. So the way you can visit to Kerala, the way you want to you can visit to Karnataka, you can visit to Hyderabad. So similarly you can visit to Jammu and Kashmir. So no another visa is required to traveling to Jammu and
Oh,
Kashmir.
wonderful. So next time I should plan.
Yeah, you should. Jammu Kashmir is the place where once you go, you'll fall in love with that. Okay, you'll fall
Been
in love
told
with that.
that it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Only the issue is the connectivity.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Indian government is planning to get connected with the railways. It is already connected with the by air. It is always connected, but by railways it will getting
So
connected
there is
soon.
no speed train, as like if I would like to go to Chandigarh, there is a speed train that will take me in only 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there is no such a things to go to Kashmir.
Yeah, if you go to Chandigarh, you will have Rajdhani.
Uh-huh.
But if you go to Kashmir, you have a speed train up to Jammu, but you don't have a speed train up to Kashmir. But the soon Indian government is planning to have a speed train up to Srinagar. Yeah.
So still you are building this.
Yeah, yeah. We are building and we are going to build it very soon.
Okay. One more last question. As you are a Kashmiri
Yeah.
and you are a proud Indian, Kashmiri Indian,
Of course.
and you are posted now in Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah.
If a Kashmiri university will say, Dr. Hamid, we would like to hire you, and so at the same time, a good university in Delhi, I'm not going to tell the name of that university, says the same, which one you will choose?
I'd be happy to serve anywhere in any part of the India.
Because it's all your India, yeah?
Yeah, to be a proud Indian, I can serve anywhere in any part of India. It's up to like where I can give my services to my mother nation, where I can give my services to my mother India. That is the only thing which I wish for. That is the only thing.
Okay, that is nice of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.